Hi everyone, Rachel from United Way of Martin County, and I know a lot of people are interested in making masks, so we wanted to do an easy step-by-step tutorial so that people are able to get involved and help us take care of our frontline staff and providers in our community. So to go over the supply list first, the first thing you're going to need, of course, is 100% cotton fabric. That is the recommendation for any masks that are being made, that the fabric is 100% cotton. You need a pair of scissors, a standard 12-inch ruler. I stole my kid's ruler, so that's okay. And then elastic. I know in stores right now, it's really challenging to find 1/4 inch elastic. So this is a 1/2 inch elastic that I simply cut in half to make 1/4 inch pieces. So these are gonna become the straps for your mask. And then finally, one of the things that I'm using is, it's called lightweight non-woven interfacing. So this just gives an extra layer of protection in between your mask layers. So to get started, the nice thing about 100% cotton fabric is that it will tear very easily and will allow you to make multiple strips rather quickly. So the dimension for the mask is going to be 7 inch by 10 inches for an adult mask. So you're going to start by measuring out 7 inches from the end. Then all you have to do is take your scissors, make a small, as straight as possible, snip, and then it's as easy as ripping it. So you're going to rip your fabric all the way down almost to the end. Now, if you're into making processes more efficient, I would end up just ripping this entire fabric and doing my strips all at once so that I can move on to step 2, but we're just gonna move on to step 2. So you're gonna take your fabric and you're going to lay it out. You want this to be pattern size side up. And the reason why is it's going to shave a few seconds off of you being able to actually get the mask put together. So pattern side up. And you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure 10 inches. So this is gonna be the width of the mask. So 10 inches, and then I do the finger trick. Finger, fold it over. Because this is a 2-layered mask, you're gonna want 2 pieces of it. You take your scissors and just cut it up the side, and that piece of fabric is done. The next part of it is the interfacing. So I take a strip of that and just put it over the front. And I try not to waste this as much as possible, but you snip it all the way around the mask. And then you have problems with your scissors. It happens from time to time, it's okay. Just keep moving. So snip it all the way through. You have your mask, you have your piece of interfacing. You then have a tomato with pins. Okay, you're gonna need pins. And you're going to turn it upside down, interfacing, fabric, pin. You only need to put a couple pins in here. You don't have to go pin crazy, but. All right, so then just a couple pins and you have your 3 pieces. So notice that the fabric is on the inside. You've got your piece of interfacing, but you still have the fabric connected. So the next step of this, before you are ready to rock and roll, is to cut that strip so that everyone is separated but together and happy. So moving on to step 2, we are going to then take our elastic straps. It's good to have them with you, and then we're gonna sew it. So Alana's here on the machine and she's going to kind of talk you through the sewing process of the mask.
So, all right, I like to start about halfway down the long side. And I'll even give another little bit. And I'm going to start by going backwards just a tick so that I get a nice seal. Go down most of the way towards the corner. Now I'm going to flip it up so that I'm on the inside of the 2 pretty pieces of the fabric. And I place this at a diagonal. Sandwich it back in there. front and back. And so I've sewn it to the inside. Now I'm moving it out of the way and I'm rotating my fabric.
So now she's going down a 7-inch side.
Going back in between that sandwich to collect the same piece that I attached to that other short corner. I'm going to sandwich it again. Rotate my fabric. And we're going to go down the long side. Back almost to that flap. Do the same thing again on the other 7-inch side. Make sure that's free. There we go. I grab that other end one more time. So over here, I want to go forward and backwards to seal it off because I'm going to move it out, and this is the undone side. This is the point where it starts to resemble a mask. So you flip it through. I left myself about 3 inches so that I could get it through with ease. And that was why I started in the beginning with the going halfway down. There you go. So that's what it looks like in the beginning. Now you've still got your little open seam from where you ran it through. So find that seam that you flipped it inside out through and make it nice and tidy. So now comes the part where we pleat, and this was recommended for better protection. So I pleated about 1 inch. Just like that, and then I'll do a second one. Now check it on both sides, make sure it's reasonably similar. Also, just a quick note, the pins, when you have them farther in, they prevent issues with your machine. I want to give those wings some good support. Since I know these are going to be washed and reused, I'm making sure that all of my seams are closed up. We remove the pins, and there is a mask.
So if you have any questions or need anything, please feel free to reach out to us at United Way of Martin County through our social media or just by contacting our office. we are excited to be able to do this for people in our community. It's so important that during this time we're taking care of one another, that we're being kind to one another, and that we are truly doing what it means to live united. So thank you, everyone. I hope you got something from this, and yay, go community.